was done separately and then they were assembled. Is that correct, Gina?
Yeah. Sure,
okay.
Sounds good, Mike. The original drawings for the original Seidel engines,
Habe ich dann so machen wollen. Ne?
he did 10 years of research before the first engine ran.
Pleuele, also Schere.
All the drawings were done by Wolfgang himself.
Secondary
Das ist dann hier so drinnen.
he had to test at the beginning because there was
Back memories for Wolfgang, I'm sure.
technician on
Original drawings, 10 years of work before the first one ran. Interior,
Yes.
now, the white background.
Warum hast du mit dem 5.
Crankshaft
Yes.
drawing,
They were
the master rod and the valves. There are collector rings for the 5-cylinder engine, 7-cylinder. These collector rings are available for front or rear collection. We have the head casting before machining. And over here we have the finished head
That's how you grab it.
after machining. Well done, Wolfgang.
Yeah, this is how he grabs the part. The first 3 cooling fins are round. That's so he can grab the part evenly to begin the machining process of this portion, and then also I presume he probably turns it around in the jaws to machine the valve inserts and also the spark plug. They receive them, correct?
Als Rolling.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is as they receive them. And then the first operation that gives you the combustion chamber,
Erste Operation.
operation 1. Okay.
Und dann wird die 2 Punkte
Okay.
werden hier gesetzt.
Alright, fixture for holding
Dreht
it,
es über, dann wird es hier gebohrt.
boring for the valves.
Go.
What Wolfgang is showing us here is the 2 reference points, or really alignment holes, that he uses to position the cylinder head on all of the fixtures that he uses for the work on the cylinder head itself. This is the second operation. And the next one. And what are we doing in this operation?
Was wird
Wolfgang?
hier gemacht bei diesem
Zündkerzenbohrung.
Boring for the spark plug?
Yes.
For the glow plug?
Blowplugs?
The next operation.
Wird hier
Okay, for the rocker arm shafts, making the slot for the
auch hier so rein. Es wird dann gedreht.
The valve
He
holes.
names them cups in German.
cups.
Cups, they call the valves cups. And this is the way it turns out right there. Now these are the molds for the crankcase.
The back of the crankcase. Finalized the design of the 5-cylinder. He afforded all of this equipment when he was just getting started. This is the first equipment for Seidel Motorenbau. This is a lathe. It looks like a lathe combination drill press, and Wolfgang built the first 5-cylinder on this lathe.
Isn't that something? The original wood castings, is that right?
Also
Yeah.
made by him. Also.
And Wolfgang also made it, these original patterns are in wood.
Synthetic.
Impregnated wood.
Yeah.
Cylinder.
Hat keine Gradangaben. Das musste alles berechnen. Jeden Stück.
The 996 wood mock-up. This is the prototype for the 7-cylinder.
Okay. Wolfgang just stated that this is the prototype crankcase face, and also it looks like the backside of the engine was machined rather than cast, I'm presuming. Yeah, it looks like it's been machined.
Yes.
The prototype for the
Advanced
9-cylinder.
made the casting. He was sure that it would function.
What a beauty.
And as a prototype, this engine looks very close to a production engine. There
Yes.
doesn't seem to be too many.
No.
Wolfgang is telling us could be a prototype of sorts for a single cylinder engine. As you can see, he's capped off the crankcase and the other bores. But Wolfgang is looking at developing new engines to add to his line, and this could possibly be a design
Cylinder,
concept
single, huh?
based on what he already has, the components he already has in hand. Design exercise for a possibility of a 3-cylinder
Big volume.
engine, yeah, high volume engine.
Simple engine. Simple production.
What have we got here, Mark?
I think this is one of the reasons, or this is really the heart of the Seidel engine, and why it is such a wonderful piece of work. We're looking at the crankcase and the rod assembly of a 7-cylinder here. And going back to what we discussed earlier about the oiling design, you can see inside, on the back side of the crankcase, there are some funnel-shaped, these little funnel-shaped inserts here do not allow the fuel oil mixture as it's coming in the back of the crankcase. It does not allow it to just fall into and thus load up the bottom cylinders. It's only when you are exceeding about 1,000 RPM that you get the swirl, and the mixture, or the fuel oil mixture, is really atomized to where we can get good circulation of lubrication to all of the parts.
This is the 7-cylinder, isn't it, Mark? Here we have the master rod and the articulating rods for the 7-cylinder.
We do not know. We've talked to people that have had it, and no one has ever
Here we have the
run it.
crankshaft
Some people
and
say
the counterbalance.
it doesn't run.
Crankcases. This is Wolfgang's newest brochure. Wolfgang's in the process of making 10th anniversary editions of his engines. Thomas is going to show us how to remove a cylinder from this Seidel 7 engine. First of all, he removes the mounting, engine mount.
Jetzt kann man dort Aufspanne die Montage vorrichten. Das werden Sie wahrscheinlich noch haben.
This is a mounting device.
A holding device so he can work on the engine and rotate it as he works.
It is recommended to have
So weit drehen, bis beide Stößel entlastet sind. Das ist ja-
continue to turn until both rods are released.
Dann kann man es dann
Remove the push rods after top dead center is found.
so. Ja. Dann
The bottom screws are loosened.
Using the 4 lug nuts on the holding the cylinder down.
From the cylinder head.
Move the intake.
The other thing too is we might note that we want to keep track of the push rods as to where they
That's
Where
right,
they
that's
go.
important, to keep the push rods in order. I've been doing this for 4 years, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Nothing to do with model engines before.
really
das war ein bisschen still.
Cylinder,
Stock now.
storage.
Storage.
Oder nicht?
there it comes.
So.
It's a naked.
Hier. Wegen Kolben, wegen Ring, das sind
Ja.
Here we have cylinder heads. thrust washers, or prop washers. Cylinders themselves. Intake and exhaust tubes, and they're bent to fit each cylinder. A box of articulating rods. And they got the oil holes in them. Case halves. Shaft balance weights. Spare crank case halves. Ready for machining. Machining here. These are the crank case rear halves. It's like a cooling bath. Oil drill fast. That's the carburetor hole. All done by computer.